Hi guys, welcome to Neutral Sports. And Colombia are out of the World Cup after losing in penalties against Switzerland. And I think that this game, surprisingly, this game had so much. Like, I'm surprised that it ended up in a penalty shootout. I thought that it would be. I thought that this game would be a difficult game for Switzerland. Because I think that Colombia is a stronger team than Switzerland. But like I said, whatever happens in football, always expect the unexpected. And that's what happened. Both had good opportunities. Both had good style of play. You look at the lineup 4-2-3-1, 4-4-1-1. It was just a surprising fact that a lot of teams have been knocked out. You look at Spain versus Portugal. Portugal got knocked out. You look at Netherlands versus Morocco, and Morocco got knocked out. You look at Germany versus Germany got knocked out. So I think that the fact that Germany got into big teams are getting knocked out, and teams against Paraguay, so Germany got knocked out by Paraguay. So big teams again are getting kicked out of the World Cup. That's what makes it interesting. It gives middle class teams opportunities. It gives teams like Morocco opportunities. It gives Norway opportunities. So this game, to see Switzerland have a good performance against Colombia, it just surprises me. But again, like I said, this is neutral sports. Whatever happens, happens. It's not like I'm going to be sad or angry that Colombia lost. Whatever happens, happens in life. The stats of the stats. Switzerland did dominate the game. They had more match momentum than Colombia. And overall position, Switzerland won. XG, Colombia won by 1.03. Match momentum, Switzerland won, but Canada had the better opportunities. By shots, Colombia had the better opportunities by 15, and Switzerland had 7. You look at shots on target, 3-2. Touches inside the opposition box, 18-21. But honestly, I always have a rule with football, and I never broke that rule. I always have the rule of football is if a match ends up in a 0-0 match, it just feels a waste of time. It doesn't excite me. It doesn't bring me any joy. Fine, both teams have good opportunities. That's good. Let them have good opportunities. But imagine watching a Premier League match, and you watch a match where two teams end up in a draw. You feel like, why the hell did I just waste my time? That's how I feel like when I watch 0-0 games. It doesn't interest me because there's nothing happening. Fine, but the goalies had good saves. The budget had good opportunities. But if it's a 0-0 game, you're like, where's the excitement? Where's the opportunity to oh wow, this is good. This is actually good. it just feels like it doesn't, like, it just like, I know my standards of football are different to other people's standards of football. I understand that people's views are different from my views of football. That's fine. Like, if you enjoy a 0-0 game and it had to rely on penalty shootout, that's your choice. That's your choice. I'm not going to force you and say, you made a crap, you're wrong. I'm not going to say you are wrong because my opinion is better than yours. So, look, if it's a 0-0 game, it just doesn't feel excitement. It's like watching a movie where it goes boring. When the whole movie, you feel bored. And you're like, oh, I can't believe I just watched this movie. You know how many times I've seen a lot of people seen the movie and they're like, feel like, okay, I just feel like I'm wasting my time. It's like that. But I mean, yeah, it's good that both teams had good opportunities. But again, 0-0. God's sake, man. But huge, massive respect to the goalies. Huge, massive respect to the goalies. I don't think goalies do get appreciated enough than what they do than compared to strikers and attacking players like certain attacking midfielders. Like, you look at it, yeah. If you think about this, yeah. Yashin's the only goalie to win the Ballon d'Or. Why is Yashin the only goalie to win the Ballon d'Or? Because people don't give respect to goalies that much. Like I said, like, massive respect. These are the goalies for Switzerland and Colombia. Codot and Fargas, both players who's had good experience ways of playing football in their club and country. Because if you look at it, they trust their defence and their defence midfielders players to help them out. Like I said, like, you look at this game. Even Koibel is one of the best goalies and underrated goalies in football right now. He's made good saves. Like, I just thought that I thought that people wouldn't like. Once you don't recognise a player in the pitch, you're going to be like, this guy's shit. This guy's crap. This guy doesn't do anything. What does he bring to football? But he actually does bring to football, you know? The penalty shootout. Let's judge Quintaro. Quintaro goes a goal. Smashes it in the middle. Bam. Number 10. Number 12. Number 12 missed. The pen. And then we've got Xhaka. Xhaka. Surprised Xhaka took the penalty first for Switzerland, but that was actually a good penalty. Like, he's not really a sounding goal, like, penalty taker. I'm talking about London rivals, because Xhaka played for Arsenal, Sanchez plays for Sanchez. Yeah, he played for Tottenham. Davinson Sanchez missed the penalty. Unlucky. Sanchez smashes it in the bar. Unlucky. I'm doing makes it 2-1. due to good penalties, man. Good penalties. Campaz makes makes a good comeback due to Akanji blasts the penalty. I don't get why Akanji is the penalty taker for Switzerland for the third one. I don't get that. I think I always put if you put in the defensive player, defending player should always be lost in the penalty shootout. Just blasts it, man. He blasted it. And after Akanji, Hernandez takes it and he misses it. And when misses it, that means it's game over for Colombia. It turns scores. I think that when it turns scores, it's a good penalty. When Diaz takes it, it just brings a sliver of hope for Colombia. But then it gets ruined because the last goal, because Winston took the fourth goal, and Vargas scores. Well, Vargas is taking the fourth goal and shoots. Well, I didn't know there's two Vargas in Switzerland. So I think that's a good performance. But again, it's bloody boring. If it's 0-0, if it's 0-0, it's boring. So nothing, yeah. But the penalty shootout was interesting. Thanks guys for watching this video. The next video is France versus Morocco in France versus Morocco in Friday's game. Yeah. Peace. I'm out. Peace, I'm out. Switzerland beats Colombia.